The stakes for the Week 18 regular season finale between the Minnesota Vikings and Detroit Lions go beyond the NFC North. It's a game that could leave a lasting mark on NFL history. Since the introduction of playoff seeding in 1975, this marks just the third time two teams have faced off in the final regular season game with the number one seed in their conference on the line. This is also the NFL's first regular season matchup featuring two teams with 13 or more wins before kickoff, with major implications at stake. The winner secures a first-round bye, advancing to the divisional round, and earns the right to host up to two NFC playoff games in their route to a potential trip to the Super Bowl. The loser, however, will drop to the number 5 seed and face a road game in the wild card against either Tampa Bay, Los Angeles Rams, or the Atlanta Falcons, depending on other results. Historically, the odds heavily favored the number 1 seed over the number 5 seed. Since 1975, number 1 seeds have made the Super Bowl 55.1% of the time, while number 5 seeds have done just 3.3% of the time. However, there's never been a 14-win team as a number 5 seed. Blake Cashman will play a pivotal role in this monumental matchup. The Vikings are undefeated this season with their inside linebacker in the lineup. Cashman, who missed 3 games earlier in the season, including the Week 7 loss to Detroit, returns for Sunday Night Football. Cashman leads the Vikings defense with 104 tackles and has contributed to 10 quarterback hits, 8 passes defended, 4.5 sacks, and 8 tackles for loss. His presence is indispensable to defensive coordinator Brian Flores' system. When Cashman plays, Minnesota allows just 331.1 total yards per game and 83.9 rushing yards, while forcing 2.1 turnovers and recording 3 sacks per contest. In his absence, those numbers dip significantly. On the other side, Detroit's head coach Dan Campbell has leaned heavily on fourth down aggressiveness since his hiring in 2021. The Lions have attempted 147 fourth down conversions under Campbell, leading the NFL with a 55.8% success rate. By comparison, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell has gone for it 58 times since his hiring in 2022, converting 55.2% of attempts. This season, Detroit ranks 3rd with 20 fourth down conversions, while Minnesota sits last with just 6. Fortunately, the Vikings defense is well prepared to counter Campbell's bold approach, allowing a league-low 35.5% success rate on fourth down attempts. Offensively, Justin Jefferson has dominated against Detroit like few others in history. In just 4 road games at Ford Field, he's amassed 730 receiving yards, an average of 182.5 yards per game. His performances include historic outings such as his franchise record 223-yard game in Week 14 of the 2022 season and a 192-yard game, 1 touchdown effort in Week 18 last year. Jefferson's recent form makes him a nightmare for Detroit's shorthanded defense. He has 457 yards and 5 touchdowns in his past 5 games. Meanwhile, Detroit's offense has been an unstoppable force, leading the NFL with 33.1 points per game. Since Week 14, they've upped that average to 37.5. The Lions are also the first team in NFL history to post 5 games in a season with 40-plus points and 0 turnovers, going undefeated in those matchups. Their most recent fireworks came in a Week 17 Monday Night Football win over San Francisco, where Detroit scored 18 of their 40 points in the 3rd quarter and didn't turn the ball over once. The Lions rank 2nd in total yards and 4th in fewest turnovers this season, making them one of the most efficient offenses in NFL history. This clash between two juggernauts promises to deliver a game for the ages, with the winner taking a critical step towards the Super Bowl and cementing their place in history. If the Vikings wanted this game against the Lions to matter, they had to deliver this last week, and they did just that in a thrilling 27-25 victory over the Packers. Despite building a commanding lead, the Vikings had to withstand a late Packers surge to secure the win. This victory sets the stage for a high-stakes showdown against the Lions, where a win would crown the Vikings NFC North champions and clinch the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. Quarterback Sam Darnold continues to raise his game to new heights. Against the Packers, he showcased his talent by completing 33 of 43 passes for 377 yards and 3 touchdowns. After throwing an interception mid-game, Darnold bounced back with a scoring drive and capped off the day with clutch completions on the final final possession to help steal the win. Running back Cam Akers, no stranger to the adversity after recovering from 2 Achilles tendon tears, delivered in key moments. With an increased workload late in the game, Akers scored the go-ahead touchdown and caught the pass that iced the game, highlighting his perseverance and impact. While the Vikings defense bent under pressure late in the game, their early dominance gave them breathing room. Defensive coordinator Brian Flores crafted a brilliant game plan, neutralizing running back Josh Jacobs in the backfield and using man coverage to disrupt quarterback Jordan Love's rhythm. The defense also forced a crucial early turnover when Jerry Tillery stripped the ball and Cam Bynum recovered it. Star receiver Justin Jefferson continues to draw immense defensive attention, often facing double or triple coverage. Even so, he hauled in 8 catches for 92 yards against the Packers. His presence opened up opportunities for his teammates. Jordan Addison caught 6 passes for 69 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Naylor added 5 catches for 81 yards and a score. And TJ Hawkinson chipped in with 5 catches for 68 yards. The Vikings' diverse arsenal of offensive weapons makes them incredibly difficult to defend, positioning them as a formidable contender heading into the playoffs. This Vikings team is very competitive, and I would be scared to play against them in the playoffs. If the Vikings go ahead and clinch the first seed on this Sunday win against the Lions, they will have a huge advantage going into the playoffs. Let me know what you think is going to happen with this Vikings playoff run. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a Vikings video or any video at all. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.